everybody, and welcome to this video on exponents. In this video, we're having a look at some mixed questions. So it's using any of the combinations of the previous videos. Once again, please pause the video and attempt it by yourself before doing it together. So we're going to start with the first one. Now, from the previous video, we've got that the first step to solving exponential equations is to write it as prime bases. So we're going to start with the 6 over there. 6, we're going to replace it with 2 times 3, and that's to the power of 2x minus 3. And then 4, we're going to replace with 2 squared, and that's the power of 2 minus x. And 9, we're going to replace with 3 squared, and that's the power of 2x plus 1. All over 3 is already 3, the denominator is already prime basis, so we can leave that as is. Okay, so I'm going to do this step by step. So the next step is to then, distribute those powers over the ones that we've simplified. So the first one becomes 2 to the power of 2x minus 3 times 3 to the power of 2x minus 3. So that distributed to both of those inside the brackets. This here becomes 2 to the power of 4 minus 2x. And once again, you want to give it to both of those terms. And finally, we have 3 to the power of 4x plus 2, again, to both. And that's over the same denominator, which is 3 to the power of x times 2 times 3 to the power of 5x minus 2. Okay, so let us continue. We're going to then put it over the same basis in the numerator by adding. So let's do the 2. So this here is 2x minus 3 plus 4 minus 2x. And then we're going to subtract the 1 from the denominator. So that minus 1 from that is like a 1 there. And when we take it to the denominator, from the denominator, we change the sign. And we're going to do the same thing for the 3. So it's 2x minus 3 plus 4x plus 2. And then we're going to have a minus x for this one over here. And then a minus 5x minus 2 for that one. And please note that I put the minus in brackets so you remember to distribute it to both of those terms. So what we're going to do is we're just going to simplify now. So this here is 2x minus 2 cancel out, and then minus 3 plus 4 minus 1 is 0 also. So this here we're just going to get 2 to the power of 0. Then let's simplify the 3. We have 2x plus 4x, which is 6x, minus 1 minus that x. Sorry, I forgot it. And then minus 5x and plus 2. So anything to the power of 0 is 1, so that 2 to the power of 0 falls away. Then this is 6x minus 6x and 2 minus 1, which just gives us 3 to the power of 1. And that's our final answer. So all of that work for that. Okay, let's look at number 2. I'm going to rewrite number 2 at the bottom over here, so we have some space. So what we have is 8 times 3 to the power of a minus 4 times 3 to the power of a plus 2 all over 3 to the power of a minus 3 to the power of a plus 1. Okay, so the trick over here is to factorize. We can never cancel over plus or minus, so we have to factorize. What's common between the numerator is 3a and 2, no, actually 4. So 4 times 3a, and then what we'll have is 2 minus 3 squared when we factorize. And in the denominator, what's common, we've got a 3a, and what we'll have is 1 minus 3. Then what we can do is go ahead and simplify. So this here is 4 times 3a, and 2 minus 9 is minus 7, all over 3a times minus 2. And if we simplify that, the a cancels out. 2 goes in there once, and twice the minuses cancel, so it just leaves us with 14. Okay, let's have a look at number 3. Now, this is a very popular one because with the plus, you want to say this is equal to 1 over a plus 1 over b, but we cannot do that if there's addition. So what we have to do is we have to write it out as 1 over a plus 1 over b. Now, for us to add fractions, you have to have the denominator being the same. So we're going to get an LCB over there, which is AB. And then this here will be b plus a. And that's because we're multiplying this by b over b and this by a over a. Okay, and then 1 over a fraction inverts it, so this becomes ab over a plus b or b plus a. Oopsie. Okay, and that is it. Please remember the trick to that question. Now this one here also looks a bit tricky, but if you looked at it hard enough, you'd see that the numerator is actually a trinomial and a square. So if you factorize the numerator, it's going to be xa plus 1 times xa plus 1 if you use your trinomial factorizing over xa plus 1. They cancel out, leaving you with xa plus 1. Okay, and that is the end of this exercise. I hope that you've understood it, and if you haven't, please watch more of the video so that you can practice these concepts. Thank you for watching. Bye.